740 here at News Radio, 105.5 WERC. Hi there, my name is Scott Fitzgerald. They've been studying how smart we is or is not for a long, long time. And we've been doing IQ tests for over the last 100 years. And it used to be that women were lagging behind men in IQ scores. Now, all of a sudden, we're finding that that has changed. More women are starting to beat the guys out when it comes to racking up those IQ points. Why? What's the developments in life that have led to this here? Gender expert Judy Hoberman is with us here today. What do you think is the main reason that this has changed over time? Are men getting dumber, women getting smarter, or is it a combination of the two?
I don't think men are dumber or women are smarter, actually. But you know what? You were right when you said that IQ testing has been done for hundreds of years. But there's been some studies that date back to the 50s that say that more schooling can actually increase IQ scores. So if you look at women, historically, we've been encouraged to enter the feminine fields like teaching or nursing, or even we stayed home with our kids. But now women have a greater emerging presence in fields like science and technology and engineering and medicine. And women make up 57% of all college degrees, 60% of all graduate students, and guess what? For the first time in U.S. history, we're 50% of the current workforce. So really, it's not such a surprise that the IQ scores are increasing.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but on one hand, there seems to be a bit of a disconnect here because, from what I understand, you can give an IQ test to somebody who is young before they've gone through all that education, before they've entered the workforce, before they've decided, that they're equal or looking at themselves differently than men. They do it at a younger age, so why would that affect younger girls as well?
I think it's all the group that you're also testing. This study was done up to age 30, and it wasn't necessarily one type of group. It was a combination. But I think that women are being tested. Their IQs are raising because of the environment that they're going into. Mm-hmm. Even young girls are going into more of relationship models rather than transactional. They're going into more fields. Even in school, more young girls are going into male-dominated sports. They're learning more about the teamwork. Women are more collaborative. So there's all different things that they test on that even young girls are being tested on.
One thing I didn't notice in the study here, and maybe you can help me out with it, is, and again, Judy Hoberman is with us, gender expert. Have the men's scores changed, or have they stayed the same while the women's have gone up?
I think they said it was like a fraction of a point that men have gone up, but they're really looking at the increase in the women's side. That's really what the study is about, that the women have increased faster than the men.
Do you think this is a rewiring, or is it just completely nurture versus nature?
Men work in one compartment at a time. You are very effective when you do one thing at a time and extremely successful. But if we ask you a question while you're doing one thing, it may take you a little bit of time to actually go out of that one compartment and go into the other. And sometimes you're accused of not hearing and not listening, when in reality, that's the best way that you work. Women do multitasking. Women are able to do lots of different things all at once. That's just how we're wired. Our brains are wired differently.
Well, actually, most of us guys just don't listen.
I'm not even going there.
Yeah, I understand. Judy, I appreciate your time today. It looks like the world is starting to get a little bit more balanced when it comes to men and women, their brains and abilities.